Lower delta NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. On the mic, it looks a little low on the EQ. Quick. Morning, good morning. You shout out there in the chat. Let me know where you are. Who is the farthest away? Talk to one of my friends over in Malaysia, other side of the world. Be praying for him. He just had some surgery, and wishing him well and praying for a swift recovery. Hope everyone else is doing well. It is 9:08. We still have about 22 minutes till the US Open, so let's start looking around the horn here and getting things ready for the day. Over here on the bottom right, we've got the news, so let's look in there to see what time we've got some news here this morning. Early AM, we had 8:30 news, and those were green, so not red star events. Oh no, there was one right here. Unemployment claims. On Thursday, we generally do have that unemployment claim number that can get the market moving if there is anything wild in it. 8:30. Now we have 10 AM factory orders, wholesale inventories at 10, so there's two there. Now they're both green, which would be low impact news events. These are color coded. Green is low impact, yellow would be a medium impact. Again, these are estimates. Any single one of these can, the market just needs an excuse sometimes. And red star generally will tell you that that's going to be a big impacting news event on the markets, that the market will react stronger to a red news event more so than, say, a green or a yellow. Now, Trump speaking right here, another one of those where wild child. This is after the close. Let me make sure I see that. Yeah, 16:30. So 4:30 there in the afternoon. So that will be after the close. So I don't think we'll have to worry about that one. Looks like through 10:30, and then we clear the scheduled news events. All right, let's lock in. And let's get rolling. All right, let's see. Oh, I think that's the wrong screen. Trying to do, there we go, this one. All right, five trades. Mentally kind of preparing myself here this morning for 5. Got my digital version right here. Go ahead and flip that back. We're going to be going into trade number 1. But mentally, I'm just thinking I got 5 swings at the market here. I like to pick a side. Bull or bear? Have you chosen a side? Are you more of a bull or more of a bear? Let me know there in the chat by giving a bull or a bear emote icon. How about we stretch our wings here a little bit. We've still got about 20 minutes till the US Open. See if you can find yourself a bull emote icon or a bear emote icon, and that will come in handy later if we find a big bull or big bear on the tape as well. And we'll use those emote icons to mark up a big bull or big bear area. We've got full auto enigmas turned on across the boards. 6 instruments: NASDAQ, ES, RTY, the Dow, plus crude oil and gold for the other 2 to wrap things around. Top left, if you're new with us, we have our direction filter. Very easy. You can read the most recent one right there. This is the one that tells me where we currently are. And this is where we've been. So people ask, why don't you just show just the lowest one? I mean, you could, but oftentimes it's good to know where we've been. Okay, so we have had green, neutral. So we've been buy side, neutral, buy side, neutral. It's a little back and forth there. I like to kind of think of it as a little snake drawing up here. Then we have sell side, strong sell side, and we are now back over here to the strong sell side. So something I've already noticed is we have been on the buy side early AM there, and then navigating towards the sell side. So does that indicate to us that here at the open that we might have a down move? Perhaps, but I like to just know where we've been, where we're going, and what are we currently. Now, this is really the only thing that truly matters at any given moment before I'm about to decide on my entry, because just because the market is in a high side direction or a low side direction, there can be opportunities of inefficiencies that we can take advantage of if we get a play setup, which our play setups are going to combine the strong power structures like harmonics, fib dots, multi-fib plus Elliott wave, landing in a location. Those are structures. We have regression channels that are automatically drawn for us.
Divergence along on the NW39.
I feel like I'm missing one. You could do your traditional wedges as well, but generally our system, I just let the system do it for me so that I get to focus as a trader on the executions. Now we have a super AO here. We might get a little bounce back into this area. We have been in a very well-defined accumulation zone here this morning, pretty wide as well from top to bottom, from the 7 up to the top. It's about a 183, so we'll just round it out and say about a 200 tick
Fib.NQ on the
zone there, back and forth here. Let's see what time that began. So since around 4 a.m. Eastern time, inside of this zone overnight. High time frame, we had a big move up and then an 8.8. Look, I just don't think you can get better than this system. Like, I don't have to
short on the RTY1.
You know, were you making a question mark here if you were holding overnight?
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Well, we got an 8.8 up here, a cipher, and a divergence right there. So you can just wait for a play setup, something like this, and this is off of the 89. So every bar there represents 89 ticks. So a measurement down on that down move. Now, that cipher PRZ plus 8.8, that is a power PRZ cross plus divergence in that spot there. And that's going to be good for 812 ticks to the opposing signal on the other side. Pretty awesome. Now up top here, once again, we have the 2-finger salute, calls the pivot, turn to the upside, and now we have a loose up 2-finger followed by a down in this area to call the down move. But now we have another one here. So are we going to bounce again? Perhaps. We have, looks like a well-defined wedge kind of starting to form here off of these 2 pivots and these 2 pivots. So will it hold right here? This would be a place for a wedge to hold in there. We'll see. Now, One of the plays that I like to look for, this is old school right here. We don't have these setups too often, but we do have one right now. So I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge it. I'm going to press F6 here and put a line right underneath this one. Now, as a wedge forms, the first pivot outside of a wedge is often a good spot for a bounce. So one of the best spots here that I might be looking for a big bounce, we're talking about 100 ticks or more, would be right here around the, looks to be the 26,100 area on that one. Let me zoom back. Oh, well, I'll zoom all the way in here. Do that chart, let you see that a little bit closer. So there's a spot that I'll be looking for a potential big bounce, as if we break outside of that wedge and the first touch of the prior pivot. That is called a wham. Whack-a-mole. All right, so if you ever played the game Whack-a-mole back when you were a kid, you know, whack that thing back inside, his little head pops up there and boom, smack it down. All right, let's see, set that to always on top there. So high time frame, we know what we're looking for. Inside here, we have a little bit of a ranged zone. That is a double cross at the bottom of a zone. We might get a pop up right here back inside of the zone. There's a delta shift there as well. You might have our first play here might be a buy side. Yeah, I'm hearing buyer step here. I'm gonna toe in the water here. There's a DCR long, so stops will be below the 7.2 here. So the way that my stops work is dot, box, cross. So stops can go below a dot, a box, or a cross. I like to think of them in 3. However, there is another, the triangle also in there. Now, I am going against strong sell, but we do have a green arrow. So I have a green arrow. I've got red on the tape. So I'm looking for a target 1. Now I'm on the 5s here. Target 1 usually will be about a 40 tick target. Now, the issue with this is a double cross double move. I'm sorry, DCR. So if I wanted to enter in on this, the start of this is here. So I'm already taking some risk here in that. So that's 50. Where's 40 at? So 40, probably where I got in. Oof, like just over where I'm at. Okay. So being a little risky holding on to this. I'm not going to try to, you know, shoot the moon here on it where I've got the nerd against me. But we might get a little bounce up here. I do see a potential target up above us there, but this has already moved. Oof, okay, so never mind. I'm going to go ahead and close this ticket out, close this one out here. We are on the sell side there. I want to hold to an opposing signal. It just showed up right there. So if the entry is here, this is another kind of pro tip thing here, is that if I'm behind on an entry like I was on this one, like obviously I didn't start initiating this till up here. Well, what's left? You kind of say, what's left in this trade? If target 1 that I'm looking for that this play should get to, even on a red side, if I'm going to get a bounce area going against the nerd and maybe perhaps against the arrow, although we did have the arrow with us, but if we're going against the herd, the nerd here, the NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow, then I'm looking for a target 1, right? My main thing is mentally, sure, I don't know if I'd say I'm safe. Nothing is ever safe, but in my head, I mentally say, oh, I'm safe to go ahead and try this for a T1. And a T1 on a 5s is around 35 or 40 ticks. Well, when my entry, let's just give an easy number there, if I was 30 ticks behind, meaning I did not get in when this initiated, which is right here on the 7.2, because we had single cross, super AO, double cross. As I said, we're at the bottom of a zone, DCR. This is a very classic play. If you are looking this one up, you can look up double cross reversal, what we commonly refer to as the DCR. Double cross reversal. If you're looking in our documentation area, just type in DCR or double cross reversal, and you'll see, you don't just take 2 crosses like this and reverse it every time. However, if this is at the bottom of a zone or at the top of a zone, it makes it more likely. So that is the play there. I can try this here if it comes back down and taps that. Here hearing buyers step in right there. We have 9 minutes till the US Open. We have a red dot on the higher time frame. So wanted to keep an eye on this. I do think the higher time frame is going to come into play here at the Open. So I'm going to zoom us back here one level. So trade number 1 was a loss. So let's flip that in here. So on my trade tracker here, I am 1 in. Here's my physical copy here on my desk. So I'm going to take off one of my coins here. Trade number 1. So I've got 5 trades to put money on the boards. I would like to get 2 winners out of those 5. And if you're sizing appropriately, in my opinion, remember everything I'm talking about here is my opinion. I don't recall if I put in the disclaimer earlier there this morning. Don't forget that trading is risky. All that business. If you are a trader, hey, maybe this is a place for you. Welcome aboard. We have a 2-week free trial. And there's an 8-day boot camp that is also currently free at the top of our website. Go check it out. That is going behind a paywall very soon. I should have another call later today with the Nova design team for the website changes and the update on client portal stuff. So we'll see how they're doing on that. But as soon as that is ready, there will be new login access to that area. But right now it is free. Just click on training there at the top of the website, algoboxpro.com. Click on training, go through those 8 videos, and you might want to grab that 2-week free trial so that you can practice with it already and see if this is the type of style you like to play. Approaching the markets like a video game. 5 lives. Like my 5 trades, like Mario Bros. Let me get the chat here on screen as well. Still a few minutes before the Open.
Along on the YM2.
Also turn on Financial Juice here. Have them chatting to us there this morning. Good morning, Whiskers. Can I change my NinjaTrader machine ID if I get a new PC? Yes. Hasa, yes you can. Absolutely. Yeah, free. Free to change anytime. Open up a tech support ticket on the left-hand side of Discord. Give us the new machine ID, and you're good to go. All right, let me see. Get the chat here on screen. There we go. Good morning, Jazzbode. I see 40 likes. Get more. Yes. Thank you for reminding us. Yes, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Let's get going. If we get to 100 likes before 10 a.m., we'll extend beyond the coffee time. If not, that's all right. Let's see. I apologize about yesterday. We did, like, right at the last minute there, get up over 100 ticks, and I did try to come back on the live stream. I know a lot of people ditched as I was closing out the live stream yesterday, but we did continue on. So if you missed the last half of yesterday's live stream, we did get 100 likes, like right in the last moment, as I had said, okay, we didn't get to 100 likes, I'll see you guys in the next one. Then boom, like all of a sudden all the likes came through, and there's like 107 likes almost immediately. So should have been a little more patient on that. My apologies. But if you want to go check out yesterday's live stream and see those I don't want to say the end of day, but end of session trades, if you missed those, you'll want to go check those out. Always something to learn in those plays, in my opinion. All right, we have 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. Music was playing and everything. Yes. Good morning. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Noob. Mr. Pai Pai. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Hassa. Antonio. Andrew. CK. Hey, I still owe you a call. I should have time after the live stream if you are available. I saw your DM yesterday if you want to get on a call there after the live stream. I'm happy to take that call with you. Good morning, Eddie. Let's see. Hundo says, he's got a deeper question here. You get the NQ9's Delta. There was a recent downward spike. However, prices dropped and then risen within the spike. Where do you draw the region for this area? That's a good question, but it is definitely answered in the defense leg video. So type out defense leg. This is what you're looking for in our training. You are looking for the defense leg details around that, and you'll always draw the zone based on the beginning and the ending of the spike. What do I mean? That is, I'm going to try a little tiny dot here. Choose blue. It's going to be from right here to right here. Maybe that's the wrong color. How about a green? So this spike, I want the leg above it, up top, between here and here. We'll probably have a good example of that today as they come in. Like that's a bad example because that's not a really big one. But it's literally the leg that created the spike. Does that make sense? So you'll mark the leg that is on the chart, on the price chart area. Okay, that is an Enigma short here. We might have a short opportunity now. We are 2 minutes before the US Open. Wow, gold spiked like crazy. Whoa. Okay, the bots are already up 22,000. Up 19, 2,000, 20, okay. 2,400. Okay, I'm going to flatten all. Okay, flattening the bots. They had a gold trade that just launched there through that little spike, and I look over to the left and I see giant green. All right, I'm going to hit flatten all on the bots. There we go. So up top here, across 4 correlated instruments, looked like gold had the big trade. Just launched off of that Enigma. Wow. Okay.
Fib.NQ on the 37.
1 minute to go now to get the market on open imbalance data.
Okay, so like 5 minutes before the open there, gold has now reached $5,500 per ounce. I have to call up my dad later today because I remember when I was buying gold at 1,800, I was like, Dad, it's going to go way over 2K. It'll be at least 3K. I was like, I think we're going to head towards the 3K area, but either way, the move up to 2K, you know. Anyway, basically we were talking, and here we are, and I'm still holding. The thing is up 5,000 something. So we had a little. He was not convinced that gold was going to go over 2,000, and I was like, I think so. How many contracts do you run on each bot? Just
seconds.
One contract per entry on the bots, and I run side to side. Okay, looks like that Enigma worked out there. Here comes the open. Just want to sit on hands here most of the time for the first 5 minutes. Let the wild child kind of shake out here.
Down 30 buy side, 78.5 million, and maximum buy side.
A good view to see would be this. So let us see a little bit of the high time frame as well as the low. Okay, Super AO came back down here. Might have a spot to re-engage this here in a moment. We are buy side though.
Fib.NQ on the 37.
Remember, we are on the high time frame. We're kind of sitting at the bottom of that wedge, so we'll see. We might. It might fight that wedge a little bit. We got a green dot right in front of. Remember this zone we talked about?
Seeing Meta shares jumping 11% at open.
We were hoping to get it all the way to
Microsoft shares down
the line. Green dot showed up right in front of it. kind of gave it the up
66%
move
of
there.
jump
NQ on the
in
5.
second quarter.
Don't forget, we've got a lot of
revenue failing
yeah.
to
They're
impress
talking
as
about
well.
earnings, so
Tesla
we're in the
shares
middle of
rise
big
1.4%
earnings
after Q4
here
results.
this week, so
So
we
again,
should have some extra volatility as well.
rising
NQ on the
after
37.
company
Let
forecast
me get my
Q1
drawing
revenue
dot the
above
right size here, like a
and
nice
boost
Upper
annual
bands
big
capital
drawing
gains.
dot. There we
on the
go.
37.
IBM
Upper
shares
bands
open up
touch NQ on the
8.5%
37.
in most intraday gains since October.
NQ on the 5. on the 9.
So again, Microsoft shares falling around 9% in the biggest intraday plunge since
Lower bands touch
20.
NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Sorry, I'm having allergy issues with all this
Lower bands
cold weather here. Okay, let's see how this Enigma, is this Enigma hold out here? Double cross, we might get a little bounce here. Oh, and we have a super AO into divergence over here on the right. Let's see how this goes. Double Enigma. Okay, too fast for me to react. We have, you can tell right here in the psychology module, it's telling me bit too fast to react easily to that. Now, just because it's too fast doesn't mean that you can't. Just trying to tell me psychologically that is going to be difficult.
NQ on the 5.
With it being that quick. Speaking of quick, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jump over that candlestick. Look at that. We came down, spiked to it, touched it in a big bounce instantly. Happened really fast. Almost no time to react to it. On that 89 whack-a-mole, first little play right outside of the wedge. Oftentimes gives it the strength that it needs to make a bag. That is a triple now. Okay, very tempted to try to grab along, but we are strong sell here. So just trying to be disciplined to not. If we break that area, that's going to be very telling. Okay, I'm going to take this as a piercer. We're back behind the Enigmas, and we're getting drilling back here on a sell. This could be a fake out, so I need to think about where my stop's going to be. Probably above that Enigma. If we return back above the Enigmas here, I will stop out above the Enigma here, but trying a piercer as I'm starting to hear sellers right back behind it. Hope that's not a bear trap there. Okay, Seuss and a little miniature structure there. Moderate sell.
So reminder,
The arrow is not with us. We do have green arrow here. Waiting for that. Hopefully we get a red arrow here to help us push down here. Would love to see an arrow show up. Right now we have green arrow on the MACV. Here's king timing. Don't want to see a bounce here. I'll have to think about killing it, stopping above that red box there. Okay, that's 30 ticks. Remember, I'm looking for about 35 or 40 for target 1. I do have the nerd with me, so I can hold out for a bit more. All right, I'll hold it right there. Trade number 1, 3,200 on the trade. A little bit more than that, because I think I was down 200, so about 3,400 on that play, holding to the opposing signal. Opposing signal did show up right there. Nice, and we did get that red arrow right there. So red arrow came in to go with our two-step filter rule. Step 1, the nerd. What direction is the nerd? We had red for the nerd. Nerd plus arrow, that's our two-step filter for the direction. Then we need a structure and an order flow event. We had AlgoBox for that, and a piercer was the play. When you have 3 that should work out, and we pierce back behind it, that is called a piercer. So if you want to look that one up in our documentation area, you want to look for the piercer. The piercer.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Trade number 2.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 9.
Okay, we are dropping into a prior red zone. That is an 11. We might get a bounce here on an 11 with a divergence here. Let's see if they slice right through it. That's also going to be telling. Right down here at S1 at 9:35. 5 minutes past the US Open. Here's S1. Let's see if this 11.1 is enough to give it a bounce here. A little bit like getting in front of a freight train at the moment, though. Yeah, I'm hearing sellers non-stop.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
So kind of just staying out of the way here.
Lower bands double delta NQ on the 89. Fib dot NQ on the lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Fib dot NQ on the 5.
Yeah, that's a double dot short. Could enter in right there, but I'm going to hold
on the NQ 5.
Pretty far down here. There's an Enigma right in front of it, so a couple things in conflict.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 39. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Yes. Antonio said, if the nerd is with you, then hold the trade longer. Yes, correct. Yes, I'll hold out for T2 at least, so it kind of guides me whether or not I'm looking for a target 1 or target 2. If it's against me, I'm target 1. If it's with me, target 2. Very simple. I keep things simple and mechanical with our system.
Enigma long on the NQ5.
All right, might get a bounce here. In fact, I'm going to toe in the water here on this, take a little chance here. I know I'm still hearing sellers, but I'm trying to see. That is a a power moonshot long right there. Prior low just down below. We might get all the way down to that prior low. I know it. Okay, target's filled. Beautiful. Beautiful. Enigma call in bottoms, baby. With that is a power moonshot. Went ahead and risk it for a biscuit there, and that puts me at 5,300. That is winner chicken dinner. That's how it played out there this morning, and that's how it's done. So I am pretty much done. So mentally, again, I like to try to play a stress-free game. That's what AlgoBox is all about. Let the tools do the work. I'm just going to play the game. I'm going to execute on the system. Going to wait for those play setups, and then I get to focus on execution and size. Now remember, I had the nerd against me. So what we just talked about, so thank you, Antonio, is a perfect segue. So think about the opposite. If it's against me, then I'm going for a target 1, right? 35, 40 ticks, and boom, sure enough, shot up. There's my Enigma target at 35. Remember, I changed this yesterday to coincide with my 5s. So now I'm at an ET35. If you're wondering on your chart, if you are out of the box, this probably says ET20. And it absolutely says ET20 default out of the box. If you want to change yours depending on which algo bar. Remember, I'm going on a slightly larger algo bar right now on the 5s, practicing for my debut in February, trading with trader funding programs on Apex and Funded Next in February. So I'll be back here next week on, February 1st is Sunday, February 2nd, speaking of 2s, 2-2. You know what to do. Be here on Monday, 2-2, and I will be trading Apex accounts using our trade copier. And it's a different game. It is going to be a different game. We'll need small targets, get those targeted wins, lock them up, and multiply. Lock it and multiply with the trailing drawdowns up to the buffer. Then after the buffer, we can kind of start trading a bit more normal. We'll talk more about that as we get into that in February. All right, so winner chicken dinner. Now I'm thinking about my bonus. So the way that I look at it now, I got my 2 winners. A lot of people think, oh, you got to take 5 trades in a row. No, that's not true. In fact, you don't want to do that. Out of 5 trades, I need to be able to get 2 winners, and those 2 winners should make up for a loser and then some.
Enigma long on the NQ.
And then I might, if I have not reached all 5, or if I'm at beyond 6 there, I'm looking for that bonus play. That is, again, I don't want to give back. What I have made, I want to hold on to. Again, that's true of all trades, but specifically, I know that I'm here to play risk, right? I know that when I'm playing the video game, my job is to put risk on the table and turn it into reward. But the more that I'm in the market, the more risk that I have.
Fib.NQ on the 37.
So I want to be in and out and done. Tide and wave are red. Okay. Enigma on that bounce. So the bounce on that, it called 170 ticks, the upside, and now we are getting an accumulation zone in here. So something this allows me to do when I get the accumulation zone there is now I can look for DCRs at the bottom or DCR at the top. There's a 14.8 and a potential bouncer right there. Yep. And a double cross right there as well. Okay. Too fast for me to react. It says great speed, but it's a little, that moved a little fast for me to react right there, being honest. That is there. There's your double cross right there with a headshot. The upside move, that was 74 ticks for the bounce inside of that zone. Well, just outside of it, but when the DCR lands there, that's when I want to take one of those. Usually I want to target the middle of that zone. Very, very strong bear move here. As you can see, didn't even get to the middle of the zone. Right in front of the prior low. Probably a magnet for price there. There it goes. All the way to the prior low. You should see a lot of volume activity there around a prior low.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
So now I am, I'm comfortable in where I'm sitting, in that I'm up 5,300 on 2 trades, 2 winners. Technically 3 trades here this morning. First one, small loser, 2 winners. Now for the bonus, I just want an absolutely perfect play. So now, again, trading is the easiest, hardest game you'll ever play. In that it's easy that it's just a button press, right? The hardest in that it is risk, it is your hard-earned capital that you are risking, and it's easy to know when to trade. The hardest thing about trading is knowing when not to trade. It is the additional filtering. You don't take every headshot. You don't take every enigma. You don't take every double cross. You don't take every, you know what I'm saying? So now we want a filter system. We have a very simple system here, in my opinion. It's all about twos. We are going to be making a video clipping of the section where I did kind of a deep dive on the twos. We also put it in the wisdom section on the left hand side of Discord. So if you go to the wisdom, trading wisdom area, you'll see my commentary around. Oh, we got some news. Okay, something just happened.
Also keep an eye on the S&P 500 turning negative last down 0.16%.
Lower NQ on the 37.
Sounded like just some commentary on where the market is, not necessarily a why, but where it currently is.
So again, that's Hungarian Foreign Minister Szijjártó speaking in an interview, says EU plans to phase out harmful Russian energy.
Saying that they're claiming to phase out dangerous Russian energy. Okay.
Enigma long on the NQ3.
Dude, man, there's some war talking, man.
Enigma long on the NQ5.
Biblical prophecy opening up before our eyes every single day. Make sure you get right with Jesus. He is the only one who can save you, folks. I think I'm going to take a little, I'm going to toe in the water right here on this Enigma. Ooh. Might be behind it. Am I going to get a bounce?
37. Lower bands touch
I'm going to close it. I'm going to take a small loss here on that. Okay, we're so close. I mean, I was chicken. It didn't break the Enigma, but it scared me out. That's a beautiful play setup. I think we're going to get a bounce here. We've got multiple Enigmas. Oh, I could have held it. Went all the way to the target. Okay. Let's see if I get a retry. Let's see if we get another one.
So reminder then, as I said, Microsoft's taking the brunt of the hit here. from yesterday's earnings, Microsoft plunged the most in almost 6 years after reporting
Okay, there's another Enigma.
cloud sales growth.
Okay, I'm going to give that a shot.
That it could take longer than expected for the company to make
We are strong sell. I don't like it. Nope. All right. I'm hearing sellers in there one more time.
expenditures for
There's a red
the
dot.
second quarter hit $37.5 billion, up 66%
Nope.
from a year
Okay.
earlier, and
Boo.
exceeding
All right. I'm getting chopped up in there.
$2 billion.
Tried to get in on that red dot and it just broke just above. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I could have had it. All right.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 30.
Giving it back, giving it back. There is a triple and a 10.9 here. Let's see if we get a bounce here on that 10.9.
37.
I think we will. So I'm gonna go slightly larger on this one. It's a risk it. It's a risk it.
NQ on the 37. Fib dot lower bands.
Oh, I missed my exit on the red dot. I was up 5K. I was staring at that P&L. I got caught looking.
On the 5.
Triple cross cluster here.
Enigma long.
Over on the right, we have a 9. Oh, I knew it. All right, I missed it. I missed it. There it was. So right there, that's a 9.3 down there.
NQ on the 5. Enigma long.
Mega late Nate on a multi-target and all the signs that we could get a bounce right there. Just didn't quite play that well. It was too fast to react. It was too fast. So it tells me it's not going to be easy, and that was not. It was not easy.
Divergence down NQ on the.
There she goes. Beautiful bounce out of that area. Ah, hope you guys caught that one. Played that better than I did.
Enigma short on the GC2. Fib dot NQ on the 5.
Okay, and I'm going to try to take that super dot. See if I can get back to my 5K. It's risky. Oh, buddy. There we go. Inside the crab.
37.
Oh, no. Don't you do it.
37.
12.7
Double down.
on the high. Super AO. Trying to go all in on the Super AO. It's going to catch me. It's going to catch me. No.
37. Upper bands touch NQ on the 1.
One of those. One of those.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 30.
Are they going to react to the prior low? They could just buy that prior low too. We are still sell side. I hope we don't come into neutral. 12.7. Only thing that I'm hopeful of. Let's add. Oh, no, not add. Put always on top here. Could be in trouble here. I knew that area was going to be nasty. Tried to, and then it caught me. It caught me.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
So Super AO's got 8 right through. What's the time? 9:49. Remember, we still have 10 a.m. news up there, at least on the high time frame. On the optimized range, I have a 5.6 sitting right here.
Fib dot NQ on the 5.
Dot add. Go full max here any moment.
Fib dot NQ on the 9.
Okay, high time frame. Here's the optimized range here with the 5.6. Hoping that we come back down and hit that 25. Was that 976?
NQ on the 37.
All right, back to my POE, taking off half.
Low
10
impact
minutes
news
away
event
from
factory
the
orders
top of
month
the hour,
over
we
month.
get US factory.
And there it is, targets filled. Okay.
Forecast to 1%.
Dangerous, very dangerous.
3%.
So would have been better to get going right here
US wholesale inventories month-to-month revised.
at the 12.7. Just wait it out. We got a big 9.3 for the bounce. 12.7 came in on the higher time frame. I tried to catch a couple of those lower time frame ones, and it just got 8 right through. The audio box could have told me that was occurring and could have avoided that.
Durable goods revised.
We got
4%.
So I got in here, and then man, this straight up leg there just started to launch
37.
before the next Super AO. 129 ticks before the next Super AO came up. Then we got the Titanic Zone, red dot for the Triple Crown. So we got 1, 2, 3 Triple Crown. there before the down move. There's my exit on green.
On the GC.
We also had, so the target from here at the 5.9, I'm sorry, 5.6 was that green line right there. That was like it. Most of the time we want to return, they're going to return to that to grab that that volume, and then we get that bounce. So very nice. I won't say very nice. Wasn't exactly nice. Wasn't that nice? All right, for a bonus play, that was tricky. So in here, that kind of went like this. So that bonus was an extended bonus. Took a couple swings at that to get that return.
Fib.NQ on the 37.
My time frame
Q3.
12.7. Then they still yanked it up. Do you see the triple crown right there? If you see the triple crown, type a 1. 2 if you're new, and if you don't know about triple crowns. When I'm looking for that, if a parabolic move comes in an area, before that thing turns around on a parabolic, oftentimes you're going to get a triple crown reversal. Okay. We'll talk about that a lot. Okay, winner chicken dinner plus a bonus.
On the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9.
I wouldn't exactly say that was an easy session. Wouldn't exactly say it was hard either. We got some nice movement, some great speed a couple of times in there.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, moderate sell.
Enigma short on the ES.
We have some potential jagged on the tape. Let's get jagged warning in the tape. Big move coming, folks. Big move coming. Yep, jagged on the tape. I just seen that. Big move. Do not get off sides.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Nerd is red, arrow green on that pop-up.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
I would be waiting for that arrow to come with me. Arrow is still green. You got your MACV chart. Wait for the red arrow. Then look for a play setup.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 37.
Oil futures extend
my nose is
gains.
so stuffy.
Crude prices up by 5% to the highest since August 2024, or rising concerns about a possible U.S. military attack on Iran.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, wow, went all the way. The nerd went all the way green here. It's a mega late Nate. Normally, we can look for a slap down right here, but we went all the way moderate buy. I'm going to toe in the water here on this. Oh, I'm on the wrong size. Mega late Nate. It's a super mega late Nate there. First touch of buy. Remember, I'm only looking for a T1 on a scenario like this. Seuss.
Going to get the factory orders data from November for the US.
Triple crown.
6% for the month-to-month, prior minus 1.3%. Wholesale inventories month-to-month revised.
Okay, so now I'm looking for about a 35 or 40 tick on the drop.
NQ on the 5.
0.4%. US core durable goods revised.
Because we have the nerd is now green.
Prior 5.3%.
Fib.NQ on
There's
the
35. Okay, oof, I should have exited right there. Man, did you see how fat? He gave me no chance to exit that. I glanced over to the left for just a second. There was the exit. That was 36 ticks right there for target 1. Don't do a me. All right, you should exit on T1 on a scenario where you're going against the nerd. Dangerous. It's getting tricky and sticky now. Delta shift. That could be shifting against me now, though. We are in the on the green side.
On the 5.
Looking to see if I can get that one. Give me one more chance to get out here. Give me one more chance. That's a 5-1. That might have been all I get.
Double delta.
Risky here. Trying to be greedy for that 35 ticks. Am I gonna get it?
Fib.NQ on the 5.
There we go. Red dot could add on that. Okay, I'm gonna pull some right there at 36. Zeus.
Enigma long.
Can we visit it one more time for me?
Fib.NQ
He's
on
gonna
the
yank
9.
me. Currently neutral.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
We have a switch dot. Add on dot. Thank you very much. Target's filled. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful double dot coming in behind double delta shift. Mega late Nate. Super mega late Nate's where I started. Triple crown right back behind it. Should have taken the first one there. It literally, I mean, go back and roll back the tape. It hit that. It got my first target so fast. Remember, the nerd was the danger with that. Nerd came up there. Super mega late Nate for the short drop. Wanted to get a 35 tick target. It nixed me. Came back up. Gave me that 35. Let me smell it for a second and then pushed up. Held double delta shift. DDSR right there for the win. DDSR to return me back down. Beautiful. Enter in on double dot behind the double delta shift reversal. DDSR. Easy to see on a chart like this. DDSR right there. Learn it. Learn it. Go watch that. DDSR video training in the documentation. Don't miss that. High time frame also had the 9.4 triple crown behind it, and oftentimes you don't have to just hit that first one. Wait for the triple crown on the higher time frame. You'll have less heat. Again, when I'm playing a larger account and without any rules with trader funding programs, I can do that. Or if you're doing it in trader funding programs, you need to do that with micros. I'm still debating whether I should play micros in trader funding and play normal, or should I do minis and play super strict? Let's take it to a vote. You guys let me know as we come into February, starting on Monday 2/2 when I'm doing the Apex Challenge. What would you guys like to see? Do you want to see me play minis? I'm sorry, micros, and kind of, you know, be able to play normal, I'd say, or go minis and see, like, okay, well, if I can only play minis, how do I have to play minis?
NQ on the 37.
Yeah, let's put that to a vote. Timco, could you put do you have a free hand to put in a poll? And let's do it official, and let's see what the poll says.
37.
I see minis and strict, minis. Oh, everybody's me. I don't even see a single. Nobody wants to see micros played. All right. So with micros, we would need to implement some changes to the charts there. Don gave a nice layout of how to have signals off of NQ and execute on micros.
That's in 10 seconds ago now.
It's not Vinny E micro, it's Vinny Emini. That's true. That's true.
Forecast to 1.6%. Wholesale inventories month to month.
Okay, we are at the bottom of the red zone that we had drawn in from days before. Let's see how it reacts here, if it reacts at all.
3% higher than forecast of minus.
Big sell-off here.
Core durable goods revised 0.4% and durable goods revised 5.3%.
Lower band.
Not a micro guy. Well, the style of play though that I play would be multi-entry, so that would be micros. Because I mean, technically, I'm going and trading they're micro accounts.
37. Lower
you know,
bands touch NQ on the GC2.
the virtual claim that is you're sold on is that it's $50,000. No, it's not. $50,000 will let you trade 50 contracts on the NASDAQ. Generally, when the market's not super hot, oftentimes they'll go to double margins intraday when the markets are super volatile, but
Enigma long on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 5.
but when you're on a 50K account and they're letting you trade,
20%.
you know, 5 contracts or 10 contracts, that's another thing that's different. I need to look that up on Funded Next. On a 50K on Funded Next, does anybody know the answer to that? Okay, I've got an Enigma right here. So I've got my finger over the buy here on that 12.7. Let's see if we get a bounce here.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
There's King Timing behind the Enigma. There's 2 crown, there's the triple crown. All right, so triple crown behind the Enigma. Yikes, switch dot. Nope. Didn't kill it. Okay. Switch dot. Having to kill it.
Fib.NQ on the
There's a green dot one more time.
On the feed.
See if we get that bounce out of that Enigma.
Double Delta NQ.
And looking for a target 1. I saw 36 ticks and I didn't close it fast enough there. Got about 30, well, probably 28 ticks or so instead of the 35 that I tried to get out of it. There's another Enigma one more time here at the bottom. Potential. Are they going to trap them? There's a super AO. Yikes, that's a red dot. I need to see that crack. There we go. Get up there to that target. Give me 35 ticks. There we go. 35 ticks. Let's go. 35 ticks on the Enigma. Super. I want to say super. That is a power moonshot off of that bounce there to the ET35.
Enigma long on the NQ5.
Another Enigma right there. I'm not hitting that again. That's the third one in the area. This is going to be a very important area. Ooh, 5.4 on the 89. Okay. Let's see. Is this going to be a spot? Okay, high time frame. It's the only reason I was kind of willing to take a quick spot against that.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
All right. I'm kind of getting head over skis there. It is 10:03. Lost track of time there.
On the 9.
And
Double Delta NQ on the 5.
we're going to walk through and talk through some of those plays here this morning. We're also going to talk about what we're going to do here on Monday. Kind of the shift into
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
shift into trader funding chatter.
Enigma short on the ES1. Lower
Had a little
bands touch
dip in there this morning.
Lower bands touch Enigma long on the GC2.
It happened right around here. So we had that winner chicken dinner and playing through that bonus. Got a little tricky in there. Hit the dip. You do not have to be perfect to be profitable, thank goodness. I'm gonna grab that coffee reheat here. Is this always on top? Yes. Okay, set this one always on top as well.
Lower bands.
No, that'll end up covering it.
37.
See if I move this to here, pull this down a little bit here. Then I can layer these. Let's do that.
NQ on the 9.
Okay, there we go.
NQ on the 5. Double Delta NQ on the 9.
All right. So somebody was commenting that Vinny took some longs. Yeah, let's look at that analysis. So long side.
JP Morgan cuts
Enigma
target
long on the
price for
GC2.
Tesla to $145 from $150.
Enigma long on the NQ. The Virgin.
Look at that.
NQ on the 9.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Just kidding. It's not new, but I'm just saying. I did have a little bit of long in there. 12K on shorts, 5K on longs. Now some of that's the bot. I mean, I'm pretty sure like
Upper bands touch NQ.
that was a gold trade in there for 2,500, 2,400 ish in there. So yeah, I mean, really it was less than that. If I take out the bots on the long side, I mean, this is like 2K out of that, maybe less on the long side. So still bear play Bear player.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Noob. There we go.
AlgoBoxers, light it up. Smash the like button. Smash. 1, 2,
Double delta NQ on the.
All right, let's check that poll. Did we get a poll in there? Let's see. The poll says 78% of you guys said minis. We did have 22% on the micros. I actually thought it was going to be
Enigma long on the
a little bit more skewed because I know that a lot of people trade micros in your own. So what's with that? You guys want to throw me to the wolves? Go, no, I trade micros, but I want to see you trade minis.
NQ on the 5.
Is that how it's going to be? Is that how it is?
Oracle
Okay.
shares falling 5 spot apes.
Oh man, I missed that. Look at that beautiful dot at the top. Double dot for the drop there right above the ET35. Could have grabbed a bag on that. It says it's too fast, so may have not been able to react that quickly, but it looks really nice, doesn't it? How many of you guys trade micros in your trader funding programs? Let me know. When you're doing trader funding, tell me. Now this is for you. We already did our poll, so the poll is good. Okay, you guys want to see me do minis. Got the poll. But let's do another chat here. How many of you guys type micro or mini? What do you trade on your trader funding? If you can do another poll for us or Timco. I know we're getting poll happy here, but I'm about to grab a coffee here. Let's put in a poll and ask the actual traders, what do you do? Hey, would you change that to say, what do you trade in trader funding? Because I know we have a lot of people, you know, in their live accounts, nobody's trading micros. I mean, maybe they are, but so put it to say, when you're trading, when you're using trader funding programs, do you trade
NQ on the 5.
micros or minis?
Enigma long on the GC.
Look at some nice, good detail on this poll here, because we'll save that later.
NQ on the 37. Double delta.
Okay,
NQ on the
net
37.
red zone, moderate sell still there.
NQ on the
We have 2 minutes till coffee time. We have a play for, we have 2 minutes for a play. Let's see.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Are we going to get one? We have great speed. Currently,
Touch NQ on the 30.
red and green. Oh, we just, nope, yeah, red and green. So we have red
37.
on the nerd, green on the arrow. So we want to wait for that local arrow to correlate with us.
The NQ5.
I'm going to bring the ES down instead of the Dow because we want to,
GC2.
as ES points,
Touch NQ on
he's the bellwether.
Enigma long on the
So NQ goes. Let's bring the ES chart over here.
upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
Oh, it's a beautiful Enigma right there. Oh, I missed it. I was moving my charts around. Did anybody grab that Enigma short? Perfect. Switch.Enigma for FTW.
GC2.
Red arrow and red nerd at the same time.
Enigma short on the
Oh man,
Y1.
I missed that one.
On the GC2.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Q on the 9.
Look at that dropout. 129 ticks off of that Enigma. Now, if we hold it to the Super AO, hold to the opposing signal, definitely gives us T1 and T2, and then the exit at 91 for the opposing signal on that, if you're holding to the next opposing signal on a runner. Full dropout, still going all the way to the back, 10.9.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
173 to the 10.9 shark back.
Double delta
2 seconds.
on the 5.
There it is. 10-10.
On the 37.
It's coffee time. Get some coffee emojis there in the chat.
Lower band
Just got a 50K
GC on the 5.
account. TA account with there. Trading one mini for now.
On the GC.
Okay, trading the mini. Now, we need to talk about that. This whole thing where people lock themselves in and say, I'm trading just one mini. Are you really trading a 50K account with one contract? Let's come back and talk about that.
Enigma long on the
Because you're trading a 50K account.
Enigma long on the GC2. Touch NQ on
Think about it, $50,000.
the GC2.
One contract.
Enigma long on the GC2.
For me, personally, I think you need maybe a little bit more confidence in your
On the 37. Fib.NQ
in
on
your
the 9.
ability to execute on a system, because I
Lower
want to
bands
say like
touch NQ on the
our system's
37.
bomb. Okay, system's awesome, but if you're saying that you're only going to trade one mini,
Fib.NQ on the 5.
we might be missing some confidence.
Short on the
Right? We might be lacking some confidence in.
Enigma short on the RT1.
Starbucks
Divergence
sees
down
fiscal year
NQ on the 9.
2026 international sales about
In your
5
ability to
billion
execute,
post-Trump.
in my opinion. Whoa, okay. Some news here. Heard something about Russia.
Upper
Okay.
bands touch NQ on the
Lots of fun
37.
topics to cover here. I need a coffee reheat and a quick break.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 30.
So,
NQ on the 5.
usually about like 4 minutes. So, ooh, look at that power headshot on the 9s. Let's see if we return or not, or if they just launched that through. But this could be a reversal potential. If we were going to return, we were moderate buy. Again, just stick on the side of the filter. Directions, remember
Also
here
did
between
see,
10:10 and
shares of used
10:30,
cloud companies
there's an exchange
down.
of hands right here. Stuff gets wild. Keep an eye on
So we're
ES
getting
as
down
ES
about
points, so
10
NQ
to
goes.
15%, CrowdStrike
Be
down
careful.
about
All right, be right back.
7.3%. Adobe down about 4.5% here as well.
Enigma short on the GC on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Ushkov
Divergence
says
up
Ukraine
NQ on the 9.
guarantees haven't been agreed with Russia, as being cited by Interfax there.
Enigma short on the NQ5. Enigma short on the YM2. Enigma short on the RTY1. Fib.NQ on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Russia's Ushkov says territorial and other issues remain unsolved.
Double delta NQ on the 5. NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Enigma long on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Emerging market stocks.
Lower
as
bands touch
currencies
NQ on
and
the
lower
48.
as Microsoft fuels AI
Lower
concerns.
bands touch NQ on the 37. NQ on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ on the lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the NQ3. Enigma long on the GC2. Enigma long on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Alpha Omega algorithm performs real-time order flow analysis in combination with volume at price and other proprietary data calculations. There are 4 types of alpha omega crosses.
Enigma short
Lower
bands
bands
touch NQ on the 89. Fib.NQ on the 5. 2-finger NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ on the 5. Lower
Seeing
bands
crypto
double
stocks
NQ
fall
on the
tracking lower
GC2.
Bitcoin prices. Coinbase down 4.7%.
Enigma long on the GC2.
Iran summons German envoy
Divergence
over
down
German
NQ on
Chancellor
the 9.
Merz's comments against the Iran Revolutionary Guard.
Enigma short on the GC2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
Bitcoin
Enigma
drops
long on the
below
GC2.
$86,000 for the first time since December 19th.
Enigma short on the GC2. DCDM NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9.
French Finance Minister Lescure says if we start to drill for oil
Enigma
now,
short on the
it will remove
GC2.
France's international
Lower
credibility
bands
regarding
touch
its climate
NQ on the
commitments.
89. Enigma long on the GC2. Double delta NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the GC2 on the 37. Fib.NQ long on the GC2. Fib.bands touch NQ on the 37. Enigma long on the GC2. Enigma long on the NQ3. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Enigma short on the YN2 on the 37.
Mexico's President Shane Baum says that they held a call with Trump today. They had productive and cordial
Upper
conversation
band
with Trump.
NQ on the 37. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the GC2. NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9 on the 37. Fib.NQ on the 37. Enigma long on the NQ3. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ bands touch NQ on the 37.
Whoa, okay, we literally went off the
NQ
charts.
on the 37.
Hit that F button before I left there.
Touch
To
NQ
keep
on the
us
37.
upper
Divergence
on screen.
Double delta NQ.
A little miniature pro tip there. Make sure if you just hit that F button and the arrow over to the right, your chart will automatically keep the
Upper bands touch NQ
price bars inside of what's called the margin, and you may need to I'm not going to make any changes right now. Market's moving way too fast, so I'm not going to go into properties. Another pro tip there: if the market is moving this fast,
short on the CL1.
Yeah, do not
Fib.NQ on the 37.
go into do not try to modify any settings or go to properties or anything while the market's moving hot. If the market slows down, then you can.
Enigma long on the GC2. Enigma long on the GC2. Enigma short on the NQ5. Enigma long on the NQ3.
Size account. So I am planning on doing the 50K. I've just heard that is super popular with everybody, and the ratio of drawdown to target
On the GC2.
is the most ideal in the 50K.
According to CBS
People
News,
said, well,
another
once you trade
warship
300K. The targeting is well out there for most people, and I think I could. Like, I looked at the numbers, and again, once you're confident with a system and you know what a system can do, you can trade. I think the one that there's some trader funding programs out there, at least at some point, there were ones that were like they were kind of forcing your hand to trade every day.
Military options.
There was one. What was the trader funding program out there that like
the nation
would fault you if you went on vacation? Like if you had like They're like, no days off. Like, oh, you didn't trade in the last 2 weeks. Like, I was on my vacation. And they're like,
The EIA natural gas change forecast is for
which one was that one? Don, are you in here? Do you know what that was?
was a draw of 120 billion.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
Get your drawdown. That's, whoa, there's truth right there, Jerry.
37.
Yeah, Jerry's spitting truth right there. You actually get, okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a
Enigma
toe
short.
in the water here with that mega late Nate 9.4 as we come out. We come up straight out of that.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
Ooh, dot behind it might shove it. There's a pink dot, switch dot. Let's see if I'm going to get away with one here. Looking for target 1, 35 ticks.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
A little behind on the entry, but there we go. 35 ticks
C2.
down to the dots.
NQ on the
I'll
5.
take a little quick one there.
Fib dot NQ on the 5.
The inactivity period changes per prop. Yeah. So again, I think that props should be used appropriately to, you know, there is a path to live. All of them, I think all of them now. Is that right, Don? Like pretty much all of them have a path to live. Like it is a, I think it's from regulation. I believe they know that that's coming, that there will be a, you will, if you're going to be doing this trader funding virtual trading scenario where they can cut you off or whatever.
RTY1.
You have US
Because that's what regulated out CFDs back in, I don't know, let's see what year. I don't know the history on that. Let's see what year
USS
did CFDs get banned in the United States.
Fib dot NQ on the
USS
5.
McFowl,
Enigma long on the
USS
NQ3.
Mitchell, and the literal combat ships USS Canberra, USS Tulsa, and USS
Contract for differences are not explicitly banned by a single named law, but they are effectively prohibited for retail traders in the USA through regulations implemented by the CFTC and the SEC following 2008. Special regulatory crisis. These regulatory restrictions have made offering
Divergence down NQ on the
CFDs illegal for U.S. residents.
Enigma long on the GC2.
The regulatory basis. The restrictions are primarily enforced by the Commodity Futures CFTC and the SEC, which ban over-the-counter
Google is
derivatives.
introducing Google Cloud Vertex
Fib.NQ
AI
on the
extensions for .NET.
Fib dot
And spot
NQ on
gold
the 37.
and spot
Upper
spot
bands touch
silver
NQ on the
falls over
37.
3%.
Derivative products from being offered to U.S. retail
Enigma long on the
traders.
GC2.
2008 changes. Following the 2008 financial crisis, stricter regulations are implemented to limit retail exposure to high-risk, unregulated, and highly leveraged OTC products.
NQ on the 9.
Key restrictions.
According to
U.S.
Press
regulation
TV,
requires
Iran's IRGC naval forces will carry out live fire exercises
Two-finger
next week
NQ on the
in the Strait of
37.
Hormuz.
U.S. regulation requires such contracts to be traded on a designated contract market exchange, which most retail CFD providers cannot meet, according to Wikipedia. While not a, quote, ban in the sense of specific 2008, 2010, 2012 date, the regulatory environment
Enigma short on the
developed
GC2.
after 2008 crisis has made and continues to make CFD trading illegal in the U.S.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Double delta
CFD, contract for difference.
NQ on the
So somebody tell me,
Fib dot NQ
what is the difference between
bands touch
contract for
NQ on the
difference
37.
and trader funding programs?
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Adrian, late today. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Great to see you.
On the 9. Fib dot NQ on the 5.
Even if they talk about taking a trader, they could not.
5 minutes ago, to get the natural gas data from the EIA, forecast is for a draw of 238 BCF. Prior was a draw of 120 BCF.
Enigma long on the GC2. Enigma long.
In contracts max 25 drawdown 3K target with Apex.
Enigma
Yeah, that's kind of that's a sweet spot.
NATO diplomat, they say Defense Secretary Hegseth is not
Enigma long on
expected
the
to attend
NQ3.
NATO Defense Ministers meeting next month.
Two-finger NQ on the 89. Fib.NQ on the 9. Enigma short on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the long on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 37, Enigma long on the NQ3. Enigma long on the NQ5.
Yes, you're right. I never traded with AlgoBox, so confidence was lacking. Yeah, I think AlgoBox is a game changer. So speaking of AlgoBox being a game changer, if you would like to join us for less than $200 a month for 18 months, you can use code SAVE40
on the NQ5.
Here's the code right now. We've got 40 seats.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
For SAVE40, use code SAVE40 on the lease to own program. So normally runs between $300 to $500 a month. On the low side, $333. And we're taking 40% off the lowest price there of the $333. So if you do want to join, you can use SAVE40, and that will get you AlgoBox for less than $200 a month.
Enigma short on the GC2.
And then you don't have to pay forever. You can own it after 18 months, or pay off and get the Dream Pack unlocked
on the 9.
anytime.
Enigma long on the GC2 on the 9.
And people ask all the time on those lease to owns, can you cancel anytime? Yes, you can. You can cancel anytime, no penalty.
Enigma long on the GC2.
Let's see. Captain Rex, you said you don't get the same signals as me. You probably want to grab my latest workspace. So I put my workspace, I think it was the 15th, January 15th. So from a couple weeks ago, I had put my my workspace in the community workspaces section. So if you want to grab my workspace, then you'd have all my settings.
Lower bands touch long on the GC7.
The CQG data feed
Keep an eye on the market
with NinjaTrader, yes.
Gold
Lower
continues
band
to
touch
move
on
further
the
down.
37 NQ on
No
the
other
9.
headlines to back up the move. Of course, we did.
Isn't the 30% rule based on the biggest day or total profit? That's a question for Don. Don, can you answer that one for us?
Lower bands touch NQ on the
says
37.
shutdown talks are going in the right
Enigma
direction.
short on the
Inside
GC2.
HYPOTHETICAL there.
Enigma short on the GC2.
We might see a bounce here. We have a 7.2 Super AO right here after a long straight leg here. So let's see if they end up using this as a trap or not.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
So reminder, you already have CBS saying that another warship, the USS Delta D Black, is in the Middle East.
Enigma long on the GC2.
1 minute to go now to get the EI natural gas.
All right, 12:29. Did we get to 100 likes? Oh, look at that. We got to 100 likes. Awesome. Thanks so much.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Divergence up NQ on the 37.
Okay, so high time frame.
Enigma long on the GC2.
Big dot up there. Power headshot at the top for this drop. Let me get the measure on that. That was crazy. 371 ticks.
Enigma short on the CL1.
From that power headshot.
10 seconds.
Yeah, we got some news coming out here. 10:30 news was
Draw of 242 BCF, draw of 242
Fib.NQ on the
BCF,
5.
compared to the expected draw of 238 BCF. So a bigger than expected draw compared to the forecast.
Enigma long on the NQ3. Double delta NQ on the 5.
okay, Super AO right there. Oh, I'm way behind the entry. Way behind it.
89.
Okay, I tried to grab that Wow, way behind it.
Was the upside of natural gas for the back.
Wish I would have gotten a little bit bigger on that. Could have gotten me to 20K there. Easy little super AO to the upside. 98 ticks. There's your 100 tick
On the 37.
to the top here. So bears should take back over here at the 100 tick. Yeah. So the same thing that we apply to the other side, you guys have seen me do those 100 tick measurements back. Same thing applies the other direction, but on this side it moves faster. Literally so fast I could not react there on that one. So I'm correct in thinking if I make 3K in a week, then my largest day can't be over 900. That would be the, is that the 30% consistency rule? Yeah.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Enigma long on the NQ3. Enigma short on the Y and touch NQ on the 37. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Enigma
We have
long on the
posted out the
NQ5.
weekly EI natural gas report on the feed.
Does the dream panel come with the gold lease to own? So not initially,
Lower
but at payoff you'll unlock the dream panel full auto.
Yeah, according to
Lower
Silver
bands
Forge.
You'll still have, it does include the Enigmas, and it includes the original OG bot pack with a few less buttons, a few less filters, the standard gold
P500
bot.
standing decline to 1%.
It also includes the lunch bot, the headshot bot, the two-finger salute bot,
Spot gold extending
but
losses last
the
down.
platinum
Enigma
gets unlocked at payoff. So at the end of 18 months, or
Natural gas future
you know, let's say that month number 3, you've done really well, and you would like the full auto, you know, unlocked with the dream pack, then you can unlock it by doing a payoff there.
Enigma long on the GC2.
So let me do a calc on that.
I'm stacking my cash, it's stuck in the past. You ain't never gonna trade like this, moving too fast. Can't even catch up to my daily flips.
So it turns out to be about 195.5 a month times 18.
GC2. Enigma long on the N.
So yeah, your payoff amount in total is 35.91,
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
and you're getting the platinum dream pack,
Lower bands touch NQ on the 30.
all the goodies included, and you can pay it off over time. All right, 13.9. Let's see if we get a bounce right here. We are in a red zone from the 37s. First touch in.
Long on the GC2.
Usually the, remember we want that triple crown in there.
NQ on the 5.
Also another thing in this area would be 3 AO crosses.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Connection lost.
Vinny, is this a 100K potential day for you? I cannot be around long enough for me to, but yes, the day potentially, this is a, you know, if you've got the capacity to sit in there all day with the amount of movement that's coming here right now, if this stays consistent, almost any day has that 100K potential when it's moving this much, and things have to align. I've got some scheduled calls here and a couple of things to do with the fam here at during the lunch hour area and things, but yeah, it could be. I would say I'm not necessarily mentally prepared for that, and I'm a little under the weather. Like I don't know if y'all can hear it in my throat and my continuous, I apologize for sniffling into the microphone there. I try to turn away when I can anticipate it, but yeah, I will definitely not be sitting in that long today.
NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the NQ5. Fib.NQ.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting? So, you know, not all trader funding programs are the same. That's why I think, just as a pro tip, as your mentor, I would say whatever rules you're going to go with, get to them and stick to them. Okay, there's triple crown, 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful 15. Let's see. Are they going to get me in a second try at it?
double delta NQ on the 5. Fib dot lower band on the touch NQ on the 37. Fib dot NQ on the lower band long on the GC on the 37. Enigma long on the GC on the 5. Dot NQ.
Just missed that dot, man. It says great speed, but that's hard to react to. That literally moved off of that dot almost instantly.
Lower bands touch.
But stick with one. You know, decide on your trader funding program that you're going to use, and everybody's like, you know, I see people like, I've tried them all. Like, why?
Enigma long on the GC2. Enigma short on the GC2.
You tell me. Like, why would you trade them all? Why would you try them all? Like, unless you're passing them all. I mean, if you're like about it, but then even then, for what? Because they had a great offer. Like, you're gonna save $30 in a month.
Fib dot NQ on the 5.
Whoa, gold is going wild.
Short on the GC2.
What's up with gold right now?
On the 9. Touch NQ on the 37. Double delta.
Dude, gold is moving so fast. Whoa. Oh. What is the BPM on gold right now?
Enigma long on the YM2.
Yeah, I mean, there's sets of rules for all the trader funding programs. I would encourage you to learn one and stick with it. Like, play their rules. Then you go to another one that, oh, well, that changes my trading again. A lot of people say, oh, you know, trader funding programs, they teach you how to trade. I don't think so. Like, it teaches you a lot of, in my opinion, I don't want to say bad habits, but not good ones.
Enigma short.
Everything is like, there's this overdone fear factor. You can't get greedy on a day. You can't hit a home run. Like, you're not, like, home runs are not allowed. It's like, what are we playing? It's weird, right? Like, there's no home run plays. But it's about consistency, and, you know, can you wiggle your way up to get to, you know, payout, and then get a payout enough that's big enough to get you to live.
Enigma short on the NQ5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Hey, Trevor. Oh, yeah, I saw your question last night. Let me get your question pulled up here. You put a question in the Ask Questions section, correct?
Enigma short on the GC2.
I thought it was in the Ask Question section. Shoot. Can you point me to your question again? Can you repost it in the public chat or the Ask Question section?
Enigma long on the GC2.
Sorry, I thought it was in the Ask Question section. If it got lost in public, please repost it there and I'll get to that question. In the main chat. Oh, it's probably lost. Can you repost it in public?
Enigma long on the GC. Convergence up NQ on the 89. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
I think you had a different name. Trevor, what was your name there in Discord? I can search for it. But I apologize, I don't remember what your name was there.
GC2.
In Discord.
Enigma short on the GC2. Lower bands touch NQ on the.
Day one, you start with $1,500 drawn down for $2,500. You lose less. You're gonna. Oh, on a 25K account, it's $1,500 drawdown. 30% remaining target, like 1,000.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Divergence up NQ double on delta the 9. NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the GC2.
Trevor, are you still in here? Can you post your question? What was your question? You said you reposted it. I'm seeing in the main chat. You think you reposted it? What do you mean you think you reposted it? I mean, you either did or you didn't. I'm like looking. I'm literally. There's nothing here. What? Is Discord that hard? I don't know. I don't think that's you. We got a lot of P&Ls. A lot of people doing really awesome in the chat. I do not see a question. Ask questions.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the short on the GC2.
What was it? It was something about changing properties in charts.
Up NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the GC2.
So you can either repost it or you can also forward. In Discord, there's a forward button. So if you click on your
on the GC2.
whatever your post was, and you could click forward, and then it will give you a list of rooms that you can forward to. So you can forward it to the public chat.
Divergence up NQ on the 9. Enigma short on the GC2.
So Anthony, you're kind of hitting on one of the things that I had a question on as well for the buffer. So
Fib.NQ on the 5. Touch NQ.
Post it in questions. Okay, thanks, Trevor. Let's take a look. There it is. Gotcha. You are Big Poppy 9676. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, let me answer that question there.
Enigma short on
So let's talk about the buffer and then what Anthony's talking about there for. Let me move these.
Enigma short on the GC2.
So we can do some blackboard drawing up here. Okay, so these are specifically around the apex and buffer. Then also, I don't want to say versus, but I guess it is.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay. So you have the 30% drawdown and the 30% consistency on both sides. So you kind of
NQ on the 5.
you're kind of bracketed in on both sides.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the GC2.
So you got 30 up and 30 down in between is the way that I kind of think of it. However, then you have the buffer scenario. So if you're starting here at 50K,
Fib.NQ on the 5.
And we need to get to 3,000 for a payout. Right. So 3,000
Fib.NQ on the 37.
to the upside. What is the... Is that the buffer? So does that become the buffer? Is that what people have been saying? So that target, is that your buffer? And then it stops the trailing drawdown after that buffer. Is that correct? Can somebody give me the answer on that one? So these are things that I have to kind of, you know, I should have spent more time doing that already, but this weekend I'm kind of just planning on doing a cram session here this weekend before Monday to know, because again, I'm just a trader. Like, I just want to, I come in here and execute on the charts. Then all the extra rules and things, it's like, okay, so tell me now, how do I, what do I have to change in my trading? I have to kind of know that. After passing the 3K target, you need to make 2.5K, and that becomes a buffer. Okay, so 2.5 on top of the 3,000. Okay, so 5,500 becomes this this buffer. So over the additional 2,500. So it's technically, you're saying that it's over 5,500 before the trailing drawdown stops. Is that correct?
Fib.NQ on the 37, NQ on the 9.
So does this get the trailing drawdown to stop? That's my question one. Just like if I was breaking it down, do I understand it correctly? Is it simple enough now to answer yes or no? The trailing drawdown stops at 5,500 or every dollar above that?
Upper bands.
Is that right? I mean, I guess those are kind of the same thing.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
Hold on, I'll be right back. 1 second.
NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the NQ3. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Divergence down NQ on the double delta NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ on the lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch short on the GC2. Double delta NQ on the 9. Enigma short on the GC2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Divergence up lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Fib.NQ on the 5. NQ on the 37. Enigma long on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the NQ3. Enigma long on the NQ3. Enigma short on the ES1. Enigma short on the CL1. Enigma long on the NQ5. Fib.NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Enigma long on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 9 on the 37. Double delta NQ on the 37. Enigma long on the GC2. Enigma long on the NQ3. Enigma long on the NQ3. Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ divergence on the 37 on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Enigma long on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Enigma short on the GC2. Enigma long on the GC2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ on the short on the GC2. Lower bands touch down NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Double bands NQ on the 37. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Divergence down NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Fib.NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. Divergence down NQ on the 37. Enigma short on the CL1. Enigma short on the GC2. Enigma long on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Okay, so this has been some helpful information. I've been reading what you guys have been putting in there on the Apex stuff. So there's definitely, I'll say confusion necessarily, but there's things you got to understand. And I don't pretend to know all of them. That's my whole goal in February, is to go, okay, so what are the rules? What do we need to know? Is there a way to simplify that? Because
lower bands,
I'm sure there's a good summary video out there on this stuff. I just need to, find somebody who has summarized it well, to go through their rules, and they may be laid out well on their website. So I'll be on Apex's website to go through their actual rules around the various accounts and try to kind of summarize what I need to be able to do, because I've got to execute on it now. So
Fib.NQ on the 5.
I'll say have to, but that's our challenge in February, is to go, okay, so how does it change the approach? And one of those, I want to go up a time frame. So I'm on the 5s, already practicing here on the 5s, and
NQ on the 5.
I'm already, like, I'm mentally
Divergence down NQ on
giving myself that sort of like, I mean, really scalping, like scalping, where I have this big opportunity, but I'm literally just going to take a little piece because from what I understand, like a trade can be going your direction. You can be up 3,500 on the play, but if it draws back, you like there's no hold, right? There's no, you've got to pretty much lock in that trade at target because of multiple things, consistency requirements, and you can't hit home runs. It is the 30% consistency rule, and draw down, and then hit the buffer, and then keep it above buffer, and then add to an enhanced buffer, and so there's a path up front that you have to do.
Enigma short on the C.
So let me see. Let me read through this.
FIB.NQ on the 5. Of NQ on the 9.
$2,600 minimum for a payout request of 500, so that you remain with 2,100. Okay.
GC2.
So 2,600. So that would be 52,600 on a 50K account. So is that usually your
on the 37.
typical kind of mental target? You're targeting to get to that 2,600, and in what minimum number of days? Like, can I get to $2,600 in one day?
on the 37.
Or does that also work against me because you have to have X number of days? Like, what's the division on that? How many days do I have to do that in?
on the 37.
Hey, Martin. A minimum of 8 days. Okay.
Enigma long on the NQ5. Enigma long on the GC2.
Excuse me.
on the 9.
So am I doing that right? 2,600 divided by 8, $325 a day. No, hold on. I must have missed something in there. Oh, 52,100. So 2,100. 2,100 divided by 8.
Upper bands touch
$262.50 a day.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
Is that right?
Enigma short on the GC2. Enigma long on the NQ3. Enigma long.
Okay, so then back to the question here from Big Poppy. He said, new DNT, been on TradingView since I started messing with futures.
Lower bands
Okay.
touch NQ on
Listen, this is where people sometimes get their feelings hurt around things, but listen, this is my job. Okay, I'm the coach. I'm not here to tell you that what you're doing is good. I'm here to tell you how to be better. All right. So, look, be honest with this guy.
NQ on the 5.
What's wrong with this setup?
FIB.NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the RTY1.
I sneezed at the same time.
Down NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the GC2.
gap between the monitors. Biggest thing. Like how, okay. You're like, this is good, right? No, no, it's not. No, no. Listen, this is common sense too, right? I'm sitting in front of my desk. Is this your main monitor? Right? Are you going to tell me that, oh, you know, I see you got Discord. Is that Discord maybe? Okay. Well, Discord's not the most important thing. Okay. Discord's kind of like off to the side. I mean, sometimes people like, you know, look, form and function. Okay. There are two things that must always go together in almost everything that's good in life. Form and function. Form and function. Both. Two F's. Okay.
Enigma long on the GC2.
Form and function. They are both important.
Enigma short
Okay?
on the GC2.
Now, sometimes you can lean to one side or the other, but it's a lean, not a go all in.
Enigma long
Aesthetically,
on the GC2.
okay. Form, wow, ooh, ooh. But dude, functionally,
NQ on the 5.
this hurts my neck thinking about it.
NQ on the 9.
This hurts my neck thinking about having to look up over here and over here, over here and down here, and then up over there, and then down right over here, and then down over here, and like I know you don't think that that's much, but it is. These add up over time. Okay, functionally, this is not good. Like this needs a whole overhaul, total overhaul. Complete overhaul. This is not going to be good for you. This is going to hurt you. Have you ever seen a gamer anywhere in the entire world? Have you ever seen a gamer sitting at a desk like this? Would they ever game on this? No. This is a video game, folks. Okay. But I'm a trader. I mean, I just, you know, I look at charts over here and there, and you know, I'll execute right here, and you know, I'll look over here to get my information. I look over here, and then you know, I'll get my information. I get it. I know your explanations. I'm literally telling you, you will never be a great trader. You will never be a great trader doing this. You want to be great. I'm here to make great traders. If you want to be a great trader, this is not going to cut it. Okay. I mean, I get it. You probably got a good deal on this. These are curved monitors. Like, what a waste. No offense, but like, this is such a waste of a great monitor. Okay, I'm sure that's a very nice monitor, and you probably got it on sale or whatever. You're like, man, I got this great monitor, and dude, this setup is horrid, horrid. This is awful. Okay, you cannot do this to yourself. You can't do this to yourself. Okay. For $200, you can fix this whole thing. Go to Walmart and get one 43-inch monitor right there. Boom. Okay, and then take any one of these and stick it over on. Oops. Oops. Oh man, I can't draw here. One nice 43 over here. Okay. Then we want take another monitor off here on the side. Okay. Put one in vertical over here. Maybe put one in vertical over here. You make this beautiful little area here. I mean, those curved things. You know, give them to a bro, a sister. You know, your mom. Okay. These curved monitors, go put them on another thing. Like curves do nothing for you here. Okay, unless this monitor has a curve. And if you're going to buy one of those, you're spending a lot of money. Okay. This is a $200 change at Walmart. Okay. $200 for a nice 43-inch TV.
Double delta
right there solves this whole problem. Okay. But yes, you're going to lose all this, whatever else you got going on here. You know, you got multiple laptops back here, whatever. I mean, you know, maybe use this as a secondary workspace. Go put it somewhere else. I don't know. But, I mean, you got a nice, you know, like it's a nice stand-up desk and everything. Again, like you got the function of being able to do a stand-up desk, but then you want to work with this. No, bro. No, this is not good. Okay.
2-finger NQ.
So center flanked. And I've also found, you know, rather than having to look both sides, I actually find myself wanting to take a center and putting two monitors over here on the left, so I only have to look to the left. Believe it or not, I like to just go, okay, get my information to the left and then right back center. Get my information from the left, get back center. I almost don't like to have to go over here unless I'm putting like ancillary stuff. So pick a side that you don't want to look to. Like find out what your strong side is when you look.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ.
But you want
Upper bands touch
the thing that you want to execute on, which happens to be our buttons. You want those center, and you want the information that you're going to be executing on pretty close right there, so that your eyeballs, as you're sitting your head right here looking forward, right, that your main eyesight and main vision is just right there in front of you. And so while I'm on my screen layout right here, and it looks like this might be off to the side, this is actually center. It's like almost center of my monitor where my main keys and executions are going. And you can see that if we go out to here.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Okay. So this is the center.
NQ on the 37.
Well, this is the main thing I need to be clicking on, right? This is my controller, if you will. So where that is located is important. I don't want that off on the side somewhere. I don't want it up top. I want it center.
On the 9.
It's like your reticle in the game. I kind of want it center. Now it's not perfectly centered. It's not like, the center of my monitor.
NQ on the 37.
Eyeballing this is probably like here. So the buttons are slightly off center. If this is, dead center of my monitor, my main buttons of execution are right there, center. Now, yes, you can set up hotkeys, and I do, but when you really want to start dividing your mind, so I have a left hand and a right hand, and you'll hear me say things like left hand buy, right hand sell, left hand buy, right hand sell. So my right hand, watch my mouse over here on my camera here, right hand, this hand is thinking sell. This hand on my monitor, on my keyboard on the left, remember I have hotkeys on the left, my hand over here is just resting in a perfectly, rested position so that I can be at, in a comfortable position. Remember, this is if you're going to take your trading seriously. This is if you want to, I'm talking about trading for a living, where you have to come into this day in, day out, consistently taking trades in a market in a dangerous game that we play where, risk on. Oh, that is a pink dot up top here. Hold on, I might be having a short here any moment. Pink dot up top here. I'm going to toe in the water here on that 5-8. I'm behind it a little bit here. Pink dot over here on the right. We are pushing through that pink dot, so might not work out. Okay, pushing through. So there's another pink dot up here on the crab, HMD and the crab. Power HMD all the way up. Oh, buddy. What time is it? 7:14.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
All the way we tapped strong by twice. So what do I want to look for? I want a triple crown. There's 2.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
And there's 3.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Delta shift.
Divergence down NQ on the 89.
Divergence 6.3. All right, so they're gonna put me at full port here. Wasn't on the plan. Just saw what I thought was an opportunity coming in there. Right here, the Titanic zone in the red zone, and they're just floating straight through it here. 6.3. Hopefully that green dot breaks. If not, well, we'll see. You have a very big seller, 31. Wow, a lot of them.
Divergence down NQ on the 37.
25668.
Dot NQ on the 5.
I'm going to take some off right here. It's risky.
Enigma long on the NQ, fib.NQ on the 5.
They didn't even let me exit. Ooh. Okay, Triple Crown over here on the right. Let's get a different view here.
J hook long,
2 finger
Nasdaq
NQ
on
on
the
the
MACD.
37.
All right, 1, 2, and this will be the third.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Green dot. Need to see one of those break or a red hold. Okay, there's a break of the dot. Technically, it's more like a kind of curve around it there.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, another dot. Let's see if they're going to maintain control by running that dot, or if we're gonna break it. They're running into the indigo zone. Red dot up top here. Right there. Let's see if that's gonna be. Is that gonna be the tippy top? I hope so.
Upper bands touch NQ on
All the way back to my POE. I'll peel half of my POE. Okay, back down, touch the red zone here.
double delta NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Enigma long on the NQ3.
All right, so now this is one of those scenarios where I want to get a 100 tick measurement, because oftentimes they're not going to let it go more than 100 ticks. If they're going to maintain control, 100 is, wow, it's all the way up here. Oh, they already went to it. They touched it. Okay, there's the 100 ticker right there, man. Okay, I might need to make our own indicator for that. The kind of the 100 tick trail line.
Double delta
For moves like this, so I don't have to. Well, I can usually eyeball that pretty easy, but I'm on the 5s here now, so the 5s have kind of changed the eyeball distances. I'm normally on the 4s, so we've made this shift into 5s for me to practice getting ready for the
Enigma short on the ES1.
I kind of call it the small account challenge, but it's the Apex challenge here.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Red dot over on the right. Let's see if we get a power headshot off of this, or they're just gonna do one of these midday runs.
Fib.NQ on the 9 on the 37.
Coming up fast, so generally speaking, if we're coming up fast, I don't think it's gonna last.
37.
But man, that is a
Double
blast.
NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
Okay, ready DD.
NQ3. Upper bands
Head on
touch
cross.
NQ on the 37. Upper bands touch NQ on the 5.
Super AO headshot.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Super AO power headshot.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Upper bands touch NQ
Wild.
on the 37. Enigma short on the ES1 touch NQ on the 37.
Well, that's some nonsense. Okay, headshot over on the right. I'm maxed. I'm going to add in on the bot account and see if that headshot after the ready DD
Upper bands touch NQ
gives me some pie, or if we're heading to the sky.
Enigma long on the GC2.
Okay, they are popping over the dot there.
NQ on the 5.
Ready DD. Okay, we've got a big Titanic zone here. That is 1, 2 cross. Where's the third? On the third cross, that's where I want to go boss level, and I'm maxed on this one, so I will be looking to add if I get that third cross on the bot.
NQ on the 5.
There we go.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
All right, I'm gonna start closing out here at my POE here. Still too risky if we decide to go for a run up.
Enigma long on the GC2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch and double on delta the 37.
Okay, delta shift.
Dot NQ on the 5.
Red dot, add to position. Oh man, they smoked it. Went right through the dot. Okay. Buyers want to maintain control.
Enigma short on the ES.
King timing. ES has an Enigma short. Hopefully that helps me out. If we get that third cross. So that's 1, 2. The best is when I get like a third cross in that zone.
Divergence down NQ on the 9. Fib dot NQ on the 5.
Okay, we'd love to see that dot crack. Okay, piercing on the dot. Okay, there's the third. Add in on the bot. Okay, there's the third cross. Like a boss on the king. 1, 2, and 3. I'd prefer them to be the same color. Let's see if they head fake it. That's enough of a move to get everybody looking long, and
Enigma long on the NQ3.
hopefully get them wrong. Hopefully I'm not wrong.
Enigma long on the NQ on the 5.
Definitely risky.
Fib dot NQ on the 9.
Okay, we're back to red. We have red and red. Okay, add. Back to neutral. Neutral red.
Enigma long on the NQ3. Fib dot NQ on the 37.
Oh, no, green now. Oh, okay, we are green.
Enigma long on the NQ.
Oh, buddy. Ye bum. Ye bum. That's where the third one came. So I'm expecting them to head fake that. They got plenty of juice in there to head fake for a drop. And I want to see them come back here into, there's a cave right here for the target. And then usually probably continue into this green area right here. I'm going to put a line right here where my estimated touch is right there. If I do get that, that is 141 ticks.
Enigma short on the GC2.
If it goes.
Fib dot NQ on the 5.
141 tick target to the cave drop. And it's really kind of all this whole zone, but the white line there is the big boss.
making moves, never reclining. Every trade calculated, no emotion in the mix. We profit off the dips and ride the bullish kicks. Stacking my cash, you stuck in the past. You ain't never gonna trade like this. Moving too fast, you can't even catch up to my daily flips. Check out my game.
Enigma short.
Another cross. All right, I'm going to add in on the bot right there on that 7-5. They've come in. There's my 3 reds. Beautiful. 1, 2, and 3 right here. All right, now yank them back to that cave. Let's go. We also have a 5-6 over here on the right on the high time frame. Cave. Oh, come on.
Trade off about it. Every day they talk about who gon' do something about it. You're at home watching this count. City trader and the crew, the masters of the game. AlgoBox traders always ready to claim. We hit hard every time we step in the market. On V by half the industry, but we collect our fees. Couldn't care less about
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Yeah, I'll start peeling off some on the bot right there.
NQ on the 37.
See if I can hold some out all the way to that cave.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, gonna add on bot right there on the dot. See if the bears can maintain that control. Head fake up and see if we can go grab that cave. Oh, how dare they whip it up. Come on. They're not gonna go visit that cave?
Enigma long on the
Come on. I'm not buying that. I don't believe it.
Enigma short on the GC2.
Oh, did that 8.9 get it?
Double delta NQ on the 9.
They were like, that's enough for you. That is the first big bear we've seen in a while right there. So we should mark that one up in red. We have this one down below us. I'm going to duplicate it and put one up here. So we got a big bear in there. He'd like 250 ticks down below. Well, whether he gets it or not, we don't know.
Enigma long on the NQ3. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
Okay, mega late Nate. Gonna be the one right back here to this white line. That is the 1, 2, 3. That's the 4th on that. Should be enough to head fake.
Double delta NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the NQ5.
Get that out of here.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Double delta on the NQ5.
Oof. Big enigma there. Come visit my cave first.
Enigma short on the RTY1. Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the NQ3. Enigma long on the GC2.
Okay, well I've got those noon plans here. I'm gonna have to go here soon. Come on, hurry up.
DCDMNQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Overstayed my welcome today. Oh, I cannot stand this song.
Delta NQ on the
Kills
5.
me
Enigma short
every
on the
time.
RTY1.
Okay. Somebody tell this market I got plans. I gotta go. Tell them to hurry up.
Enigma long on the NQ5.
Dude, these enigmas are like, nope. They're like, we're not letting it go.
Enigma short on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Crack it.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the NQ3. Enigma long on the GC2. Enigma short on the RTY long on the NQ3. Lower bands touch NQ.
Get this label out of my way.
Double delta on Enigma short on the YM2.
Come to your cave.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Okay, well up on the bot. I'm gonna close some there on the bot.
NQ on the 37.
Just in case we decide to bounce here again. But we should be all the way to that cave. Trying to make something out of it here. What's our time? 11:35. Somebody tell the market I gotta go. Tell the market I gotta go. I got stuff to do at noon here. Switch dot.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Nope. Blasted through. Ivy. Okay, somebody did tell the market to hurry up. It's like, okay, I'm gonna hurry up and make my up move.
37.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
That should be enough to head fake. Now come on down. Let's go.
Enigma short on the RTY1.
Neutral and red arrow, and we kind of starting to see some jagging on the tape, and that does not give us direction. Remember, jagging on the tape only tells us big play coming. I don't like that they have tightly accumulated all in this area here. Another AO, same place. They have come and come and come, dude. This should be a big drop. I mean, if this is a technical play, this should drop out like crazy. Forget just the cave. This is like, could be a 250, 300, 400 tick dropout if this goes here. They have head faked so many times. They've accumulated multi AOs at that spot into an indigo zone from prior. Double bear in there. I mean, dude, this thing could come all the way 25580s. I don't know. We'll see. I might be out of time.
Enigma short on the GC2. Enigma short on the GC2. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Hoi, 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 hoi.
You're a rolling stone, but I'm a cannonball. You're not fooling me, not fooling anyone. Got your head in a cloud.
Divergence down NQ on the 9. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Double delta shift. All right. Add on bot.
NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on
Another one. Add on bots. Okay. Holy shnikes.
double delta NQ.
Oh, another one? What? Okay. Whoa.
Bands touch NQ on the 30.
A lot of exchanging hands here. Big play coming. Did we get that jacket on the tape prior? Yep. Red arrow.
Double delta NQ on the 37. Upper bands touch NQ.
Neutral.
89.
Come on, go red. We got red arrow. Big play. Where is...
Double delta NQ
Look.
on the 9.
I don't know. Let's see. Go back, fill your cave before you go to the whatever crazy up move you want to do here. Come visit the cave. No, they don't want to visit the cave.
Short on the RTY1. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Fib.NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Enigma long on the NQ3. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Divergence down NQ
Upper
on
band
the
divergence.
on the
Pink
37.
dot on the 9s. Should be enough to bake them and bake them. We got a red dot over here on the 37s as well. Are we done with that? Are we done? We done?
Double
No.
delta NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Super dot.
Fib.NQ on
Okay,
the
I'm going
37.
to add in on the bot. So we took some off earlier, adding back, double dots up top. I mean, it's a high time frame opportunity, but it is high time frame risk right now too. So that's the unfortunate part. It is heat to be neat.
NQ on the 9.
Almost lost sight of my cave right here at 25645.
Fib.NQ on the 37.
Triple dots on the optimized range, 37s on the wave.
DCDM and touch
And
NQ
oil
on the
companies will
89.
make wealth for the
DCDM
US
NQ on
and
the 5.
Venezuela.
10.2. Okay, this is my last ad on the bot here.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Enigma short on the RTY1.
Ugh.
Fib.NQ on the top.
Gnarly.
Enigma long on the
Trump
NQ3.
says that we will open up all commercial airspace over Venezuela.
Upper bands touch NQ.
So if we just like taken over Venezuela, is that what we do now? We like take over countries? Oh, I forgot. That's what the book of Daniel and Revelations said was going to happen when the Antichrist was on the scene. Oh, that's right. That's right. When they say peace and safety, then destruction comes. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
Okay.
Upper
Miracle
bands touch
juice.
NQ on the 39.
What time was that?
Enigma long on the
Oh
GC2.
no, the Trump speech was after hours. But he's been telling people what to do anyway. You can already
Enigma long on the GC2.
You can already tell. They've been chatting it up. AO clustering on the 9s. I know, crazy, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's crazy. Clustering on the 9s?
On the 9.
I don't know, I might be in trouble. It might be a big fat red day for me.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 37. Enigma long on the NQ. Divergence up NQ
Get
on
that
the 9.
Enigma out of here.
Trump
These
says
Enigmas have
hopefully
just
we
been
won't
holding
have
it
a
up
shutdown.
non-stop. But that cave, like, why would they not come back and fill that cave? It just, I don't know. I see it way too many times. We should be coming back to that cave. I know I keep saying that, and then we may not, but I'm just saying, man, that cave is calling its name. And this, I mean, who's not looking long right there? That's
Trump touting
oh, well, me, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, from a retail perspective, every retailer should be thinking that was long, and that's when they're wrong. 11:45. Are we gonna get the drop to the cave before I gotta go? I gotta go here. Got 14 minutes. Come on now.
Upper bands touch NQ on the NQ on the 5.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Says that
whoa.
we will work in a bipartisan way to avoid a shutdown.
Two NQ on the 37.
6.7 AO now on the 9s.
Divergence down NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Enigma long on the GC2.
Come on.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. 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 Double delta NQ on the 5.
I'm never telling someone their layout sucks again.
Fib.NQ on the 37.
I think I jinxed myself by telling somebody that they're... I don't know, I'm just looking for excuses, obviously.
Fib.NQ on the
Just
9.
joking, little humor.
Fib.NQ on the 37. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Iran's president discussed region with Emir
NQ on the
and
9.
Pakistan's prime minister. As
Fib.NQ on the
Tasman
5.
reporting on the Iran, Pakistan, and Qatar phone calls. So they
Nickel
call
long
for
on the
diplomacy to
GC2.
ease tensions.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Double delta NQ short 37
Come to the cave. The cave of wonder. Okay, we're coming up on, I got 10 minutes before this call here. Okay, I'm gonna have to call it here. I gotta get on this call, some stuff with the fam here. I will catch you guys there in the Discord. If you want to get AlgoBox on lease to own, use code SAVE40 to save 40% on that $333 a month, 18 months best offer that you can get. I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. We might do a review this afternoon. Well, no, we got to do some stuff here for the end of month wrap up, so probably not today, but I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. It will be Friday, early in, early out, last day before I will be running the Apex Challenge
Trump
on
Fed
Monday.
says, I'm not a fan of
All right,
his.
I got to get.
He's
See you
probably
then.
referring to-